Hi, Carol here, and a warm welcome to my craft room. Now, this is another Christmas card, but I have to tell you, it's kind of in backwards formation. I started out and I didn't realize my camera was not on, and I apologize for that. I'm using the 2015 Christmas stamps and dies from Stamp of Approval. This is Catherine Pooler over on Stamp Nation. This is her designs that she puts out at Christmas time. And this is last year's Stamp of Approval box. I just love this. And I decided to do a white and gold card. I just love the simplicity of this card, and I'll explain it. To make this beautiful gold clean and simple card, you just need to take a die, and I chose the snowflake from Cas-ual Fridays. It's called Fried Dies. Very cute name, isn't it? For the dies, and it's snowflake dies. And then I took my crocodile and I made a hole at the top of this embossing folder. Now this embossing folder does not have a name on it, and I know I got it at Michael's some time ago in a clearance bin. And I'm doing a tag knot where you run the gold thread that I have. It's a nice thick gold, it's beautiful. And then you pull it through the hole, bring it up and through the center of this twine that is doubled. And then I'm going to drag it down, and I'm going to take some Stampin' Up! Glue dots. Yes, glue dots, and I'm going to put them as central as I can over top of the twine, and then I'm going to cut it off, and I'm going to do the exact same thing on the bottom. I'm going to take my crocodile, I'm going to make a hole on the bottom, and then I'm going to take the thread and pull it to meet it up at the middle. So now we're going to take these beautiful, beautiful foiled with Heidi Swap foil. I'll put in the description bar the video where I did foil a bunch of sheets that I bring to the stationery store to get them to laser print it. Then I run it through the Mink. I took a bronze, a silver, and a gold. So now I need to have that same knot run from the bottom up to the middle. So I just took the snowflakes off, then I ran my thread through the bottom hole, and I met up down in the middle. And obviously you can see that I just turned the card around so I could work from the top down. It was more comfortable for me. And then I did the tag knot, and you can take any thread and any embossing folder where you have the center out to put your snowflakes. It's a quick and easy card that you can do multiple cards with and run them out in no time flat. This card did not take me long this afternoon. I wanted to get another Christmas card out, and I just love Catherine Pooler's Stamp of Approval from last year. She just came out with the new Stamp of Approval Christmas box that came out yesterday. So you can check that over on her blog. I'll leave a link. And now I am going to situate some of the beautiful dies, snowflake dies, the way I would like them to seat in the middle of this oval. And they are so pretty. I have enough to make, I'd say, another 5 cards out of this. And look at that. That's as easy peasy as it is. You run your thread through the hole, you do a tag knot, bring them down to the center, and then put your gold foil snowflakes. Yes, it's very late right now. And then I needed to take it up just a little bit because that oval has so much space in it. So I took another one of the dies in silver here, you can see that, and I'm cutting out the outward dots to match the gold that's in there, so that I have the gold circles, then it runs right and ends with a silver circle, and that will actually extend it so that it doesn't look like there's too much space in the middle. I took my multimedia matte glue to glue these on and extended it so that it looked uniform. So I just pick it up with my tweezers and I lay it down, and isn't this really an easy card to make? If you take any nice embossing folder that you have, and then you situate your snowflake dies, in this case these snowflake dies from Cas-ual Fridays are absolutely beautiful. they have such beautiful shapes to them and individual, like all snowflakes are, and I think they are so pretty. It's almost like a burst of beautiful foiled elements. It's gorgeous. And the gold twine that I found in my stash, I think just made it complete by running it from the top to the bottom with this tag knot. Now that it's complete and it's so pretty here, what I want to do is set it on a card base. Now it was 4.5 by 5.5 inches, so I took my 140-pound cardstock and I made my own base. So you want to take the one cardstock that you used for your embossing folder, and then you want to make a nice area about 1/4 of an inch around, and you're going to add that 1/4 of an inch on the top where you're going to score it, and then add score tape to that 1/4 of an inch. You want to take your bone folder, in my case the Teflon bone folder, because it doesn't leave any marks after you run it across your cardstock, and I'll remove the tape, and then I will score it once again with a Teflon bone folder. Excuse me, just wipe it across. Oop, there come one of my extra pieces. And then we're going to have a card base that you made on your own. And I'm sorry I don't know the name of that embossing folder. It's so pretty. And it was at Michael's, and it was in a clearance bin. So I really made out there because I really love the oval and the pretty design in there. So once the tape is off, we're going to seat this other piece and fold it over like this, easy peasy. And then take your bone folder and rub it across, make a nice crease, and we're ready to put some double-sided tape on the back, which will hold that knot that you made so it will not shift on the other side, which is nice. And I'm going to go, I think 4 layers across. It's so pretty, and I make sure that it's quite even on all the edges to give it a nice look from the side of your card. I love this double-sided tape for 2 reasons. One, because it lifts it up to a really nice level. It's not too high and it's not too low, but you can get these rolls in 1 inch and 1/2 inch. So if you're looking for it, I got it at a stationery store as well in the States, and it was a really good buy, and I like that it's in 2 different sizes. Now you want to remove the backing, and we're going to situate it on the card base that we previously made, and you've got that, I guess it's about 1/16 of an inch all the way around. I don't think it's quite 1/4 of an inch, but it's enough that it gives it a really pretty, clean and simple, yet elegant style to it. And now we're going to move on to the sentiment. I'm going to use this Wow Gold embossing powder, and it's metallic gold, and it's the regular granules. It's not extra fine. And then I'm going to take out the sentiment from the ton. Look at all of these that you get in the Stamp of Approval box. Beautiful stamps, and it says Merry Christmas. And then I keep them in these little folders I get at the stationery store. Very inexpensive, and it holds the stamps perfectly in order as a boxed set. So now let's take them off. It's 2 separate stamps, which I like, and we're going to put it on Stampin' Up's 40-pound vellum, and I'm just going to situate it there as best as I can. And I took out lined block. That's what I wanted to say, with the lines on it, because with 2 stamps you want to make sure it's even across. So instead of taking out the MISTI, this is easy peasy to see that line and then measure your stamps accordingly across there. Now we're going to take it and we're going to put it in our Versamark ink, and isn't that nice, perfectly along that center line. We're going to stamp it on the vellum, and then we're going to measure across on the vellum to the card from one side to the other above the knot. I'm going to put this beautiful, I love this Wow, and it's regular gold, not the extra fine. I like it that it just adds that oomph that you need on the vellum. And I took my Milwaukee heat tool, and it just takes a nice pass once it's already hot. Isn't that a beautiful font? and that's from the Stamp of Approval 2015 kit. And you can go over to Catherine's store and buy these separately now from 2015. Then I cut it out so it would seat on top from one line to the other line across that embossing folder. The only thing we have to do now is to seat this above the knot, and then I'm going to take my gold stickles, yes, and I'm going to put them in the center of the 3 daisies in each corner of this card, and it completes it, and I think it is an elegant, beautiful Christmas card to give to family and friends. So there you have it, 3 little dots on each corner, and thank you so much for joining me on this tutorial. We will see you on the next one, and you have yourself a blessed week, and please enjoy the pictures.